So I thought it was only fair after I posted my video on a portable setup that I actually did a video on my own studio at home and kind of talk about the different bits and bobs and the gear that I have here and what I kind of recommend, why I went for what I did, etc, etc. So I have my own little office, which is lovely. Before here I had my setup in an attic above, quite literally a cupboard for a bedroom, which was lovely, but it's nice to actually have my own office in this house. And this is my itty bitty setup now. It's small in comparison to some studios, I must admit, but I like having everything in one place. And you can see there I'm actually working on the video comparing the 3 different Spitfire Audio BBC Symphony Orchestra sample library, so that should be coming out soon. That's going to be a series of videos because, oh boy, there's a lot to go through. But I like having everything on one desk right in front of me. In my last setup I had kind of like an L shape going all the way around. Didn't like it. I like having everything right there in front, easy to grab, easy to use. And as I said, if you saw my other video, I run everything off a MacBook Pro 2019. Just so I can grab it and go and then dump it there and plug it in, and it controls everything here. So that's the heart. The display actually was an accident when I bought it. I didn't think they'd accept my offer. It's the Dell 49-inch ultra whatever ultra wide sort of thing. I absolutely love it because it's like the equivalent of 2 different displays. It's crazy big, but it does the job. It's great for when you're working on a project, you've got other things going on, you've got a video to put on, you've got samples. You just need a big display. It's like 5140 by 1440, something like that. It's a crazy dimension. And it is actually USB-C. But I don't use the USB-C to connect to my laptop because when I use this bad boy, there's like noise on the line, so you just get like some weird crackling when you're trying to record this thing. For some reason, somebody could probably explain it, but not me. What else we got here? So I actually, as my interface, I use the MOTU M4. I used to have the M2, but I just needed a bit more outputs, inputs, etc. And what I love about that is it's tiny. It's such a small little form factor. I absolutely love this thing. It's got an absolutely beautiful little display that's perfect for like recording and actually seeing your levels live really well, actually. The preamps are actually quite surprisingly good. I'm quite impressed with them. And the actual output is really clean. I used to use a Focusrite before I had this, and I found, especially with these speakers, they're a bit noisy. There was a lot of hiss on the line. And when I replaced it and put this there instead, I could not complain. Definitely recommend the MOTU M4. It's also USB-C, so plugs directly into my laptop. Bus powered, don't have to worry about that. You can see the little Nano controller too that I was talking about in my portable video. I swear down by this thing. It's great. It's small, plenty of faders, plenty of stuff. Yeah, the travel's a bit but I can't complain. Mixmaster 3, absolutely love this thing, and I have my sensitivity right up for that display. Of course, with the Mixmaster keys. I'm not a fan of the huge clunky mechanical keyboards, but then at the same time, I've never really known anyone to actually like a MacBook keyboard. I don't, not enough travel for me, and this is the perfect balance. Plus, I'm not gonna lie, these things never die. Although saying that, the USB-C I use to charge it, because it is charged by USB-C, which I absolutely love, is plugged into my backup hard drive, which is a 2 terabyte Samsung SSD. It was my old sample library hard drive, which is right over there, which is plugged in. Everything's backed up to that, and of course, if these need charging, I just unplug it, plug it into these to charge them up. They last for absolutely ages. My speakers, highly recommend. They weren't cheap, but saying that, I actually got these off of eBay for 440 quid for the pair. Wouldn't recommend getting speakers secondhand because it can be a bit sketchy, but these are normally about 330 quid a pop. They are Dynaudio BM5s Mark III. And what I love, I don't know if you can see it because of the lighting, on the back, you can't really see that. You can really tune them to your room. I haven't quite set up this room properly yet. I have some acoustic treatment over there, which I need to stick on the walls because this room is not ideal at all for the sound. But beautiful speakers, nice flat sound. I swear down on them. They can be a bit noisy depending on your audio interface. I've found that to be the case, especially when I first had them. It took a little bit of breaking in because there was like that slight hiss. But as I said, now with the M4, and I think I've got it on -10 on the back. No, I've put it to 0. I used to have it on -10 on the back. You can turn them down if you have them close, but I've turned that back up. I used to have it down because of how much noise used to come off the Focusrite. So those speakers also came with some nice little stands, so the vibrations, etc. Moog Grandmother, the only synthesizer I own, but I absolutely adore this thing. The spring reverb is to die for, and what I love is you can feed other things through it. So I'll feed stuff from Logic, sample libraries, etc. through this, and then back into my computer. You can just use the spring reverb. Oh, it's a beautiful synthesizer. So much you can do with it. Not the cheapest thing in the world. It is a Moog, but it is priceless. I love using this thing. It's a lot of fun. It's nice having something hands-on and physical with knobs and buttons to play with after you've been on a computer doing other bits and bobs. And I know it's mono, but I just stick it through Ozone's imager to create a beautiful stereo image. Cannot complain there. My microphone, which you've probably seen in my other videos, you'll be surprised. It's or probably not. I don't know if to me the audio sounds actually all right, and I actually love this microphone. It's the Behringer B1. It's like 68 quid off of Amazon, and I am shocked at how good it is for its price. I absolutely love it as a large diaphragm microphone. It's great for chucking around. It's cheap, it's cheerful. I cannot complain at all. Of course, the Audio Technica headphones, these are quite popular. The ATH-M50Xs, as I said in the other video, a little bit tight, but absolutely would recommend getting them. I love the fact you can take that off. My little H6 over here, which is actually recording the current audio you are hearing with my wireless microphone, because I'm not too keen on the GoPro's audio, although it's actually rather good. I am testing whether I should just keep using the GoPro, which I'm currently filming on, as I've been swapping between the GoPro and the Canon 200D, which is a great camera. Doesn't go over 1080p, but you can use it as a webcam. It's great for nice little videos. You have that nice blurred background, but then the GoPro is just so handy, just gets in small places, great for just dotting around, great as a webcam. So I don't know, I'm debating between those two. And of course, a massive light for the videos. Believe me, when I turn that thing off, this place looks pitch black. I'm actually surprised it looks so light with just a nice day outside and the room lighting. Then again, the GoPro is quite versatile. And then finally, my keyboard. It's the Komplete Native Instruments Komplete 88 S88, I believe. Surprisingly, I don't use this bit up here as much as other people probably do. It's worth it just for the weight of the keys, if I'm honest. And sometimes I use the bits up here, but just because of how big it is, I'm a very much mouse sort of person when it comes to composing. I think that's because I'm always on the go, and so I'm so used to just using the mouse. My workflow revolves around it, and of course the Nano Control too. Although these are absolutely lovely to play around with, and of course this is nice down here. I don't know, I wish they would just have this as one you can program as well, so I can have two, but oh well, that's another story. So quite a nice compact little studio. Do I need any of this? No. Is it a guilty pleasure? Yes. But all of this is just to help my work go more efficiently. I do have a couple of microphones which I store under here, and actually I have my old You can see at the box over there, it's a Focusrite 18i20 for when I'm doing small orchestral recordings or when I'm on the go recording. That goes around. I have a couple C1000s, of course the box for the B1. I have Octavia, pencil mic, 12 things, and then I have an Ambisonic mic there, which I need to return. I was borrowing it for a project, but that's my little setup. That's my studio. That's the kind of the behind the scenes. You can actually see how I do my videos on here. I have, of course, the screen over there. I use OBS. I love it. It's a great little piece of software, of course, mostly known for streaming, but it's great for setting up a nice little screen. You can put your webcam in the corner, hit record, and it makes the editing process a lot easier. I'm only using Final Cut Pro because it came, of course, with the student bundle with Logic. But yeah, my editing skills are probably not the best. It's a bit cut and jump, but hey, I quite like that rustic look, and it keeps it a bit more close to home, I think. I don't know. If you want me to go into any more detail about any of the equipment I have here, please leave a comment down below, and I will see you in the next video.